and it said like download in store. So I did that, and then I went on and it said like enter number to the code. So I just went back to Google. I went back to Google Classroom and just like clicked on that, and it took me here.
Got it. Yeah, it's kind of weird. We're working out the kinks, trying to figure everything out. We'll see if anyone else will pop through. Here's Sarah coming in.
I found it was easier for me to like get on when I like I just like looked up like the, and then I like made a login. That way is like how I did it, and then it like downloaded automatically and sent me like a verification email, and then I
Got it. Okay, cool. Good to know. Hi, Sophia.
Oh my gosh, you should see my cat.
Oh, we have a guest appearance.
Where's Betty?
Awesome. I was gonna bring Jaja, but yeah, work isn't working. Hi, Sarah. How we doing?
Aww. Are we showing off animals and pets?
Yes.
Oh,
This is a beta test more than anything. If you have an animal you'd like to share, we can do that now.
Okay.
So Grossman, what's going on with like the whole school thing?
So right now, game plan is
Walter.
Oh my
right
goodness,
yes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. As we're talking about, this is a learning process for everybody. So we're figuring it out. We're kind of planning for the event that we get locked out for, an extended period of time. Right now, we're locked out through the 13th. So the plan is to be back to school on the 14th and keep going. However, if you're watching the news, the governor of California was stating it looks like we might be going through summer, so next year. So in the event that that's going on, we're exploring some additional options, Zoom, Google Hangouts. This has been the most somewhat easy to use for teachers and students. Once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. But we're just planning. We want to provide you guys, obviously, with education. I know it's your senior year. We want to roll out as much stuff as possible. So we have a meeting tomorrow with the staff to go over all of this stuff. And hopefully it's an easy process. I mean, obviously it's not going to be easy, but we're going to try and make it as easy as possible. So specifically with us, you guys, we want to make sure you get your college credit for this class. So we do have specific requirements that we have to meet because we're a dual enrollment program. There's a certain hours that we have to fulfill. And we've been doing that, obviously meeting in our class, but through all the different journals and those kind of things. So our class is guided on discussion and you guys reflecting on different videos, your guys' thoughts and those kind of things. So that's going to be the process moving forward. While we're here, and I'm going to mess with this a little bit, I'm going to try and share my screen with you. And this is just going to take us, can you guys see that?
Oh yeah,
That's weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, so bear with me. We're still working out the kinks, but this is just our Google Classroom page. What I'm going to do is usually we had specific deadlines, like that journal was due that class. But the stuff I'm going to roll out to you guys is going to be due at the end of the week. This week, the State Center Community College District is shut down for instruction to figure out how we're going to do this. So you guys don't have to start this. I know a few of you have submitted the 4-year plan already, which is cool. You guys still have time. We'll talk about that in a minute, but you're going to have specific assignments that you'll be responsible for, journals, videos, those kind of things. And I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm thinking that we have a Zoom conference or something once a week just to fulfill those hour requirements. If you guys have questions or anything specific, we can go over them then as well. But what I'm going to do now is you guys are going to get an email. And again, you don't have to start working on this until next week. But one of the first assignments that's going to be rolled out is a video response. And it's from an individual named Mike Smith. Gracie, did you see him when he was in yearbook? He did a yearbook assembly here, I think your freshman year. Does that ring any bells? He's got long hair, hair skater dude. But it's a good video, just kind of reflecting on everything that's going on an educational standpoint, what you can do to, a lot of people are saying this is a vacation, right? And essentially it's not, but because there's still stuff we have to do, and the video is going to be about how you can better yourself during this kind of crazy time, how you can support your family, how you can support each other, most importantly, especially because we're coming from a small community. But here's the video response. You can see the instructions are going to be discuss anything Mike Smith spoke about that you were able to connect with on a personal level. What can you do to better yourself or your community over the time that you will not report to school? So this is going to get rolled out to you right now. It just needs to be how we're going to do it. Journals, which I didn't mention. Usually you had your paper-bound journal, but on this, there's an opportunity just for you to respond within the actual post. So I'm going to roll this out right now. The video will be attached along with the instructions in a question format. The points are there, the due dates are there, and then you're going to watch this video and you're going to respond to that specific thread. And I need to make sure I did it right because this is obviously new to us too. Or it could be that you just turn in a Word document on Google Classroom like we're used to doing. So you guys should have got an email for that. You don't have to worry about it right now, but go ahead and check that out later. And then we're also going to have 2 journals. Journal 19 is going to be during this difficult time in our nation's history, how are you feeling? What was your thought process as new information was provided daily? What are you doing to help stay positive during this time? And that's going to be a journal you're responsible for. And again, as you can see, I'm going to roll this out right now. You'll be able to submit this via Classroom as a Word document, Google Docs, whatever you're most comfortable doing. And that's going to go out right now. Oh, looks like there was an error. I'll send that out later. And then just so you guys are aware, there'll be another Journal 20. And this is most important for us. How do you feel Liberty High School can support you through this time? Is there anything you would like the school to consider when planning for the rest of the school year regarding activities, athletics, or education in general? So obviously this is, oh, that's not good. Your connection is unstable. Obviously it's a crazy time. It's your senior year. We want to provide you with whatever we can do. And it's kind of up in the air right now. I know we got prom, you got Hockapalooza, all these kind of fun events coming up. But what I can promise you is we've had meetings every day this week. We're going to try our best to get as much stuff as we can done. And if that includes pushing it back to May, pushing Hockapalooza back, pushing a prom back, whatever we need to do, we're trying. I know in regards to prom, Ms. Posey has been looking at alternative venues. I think they're looking at the Madrigal's new entertainment place over here on, what is that, 41. They've had a couple fundraisers there. It's really nice. There's a little area for food, drinks, those kind of things, a nice backyard area. But we're trying our best. Someone, oh, there's ET. We'll get him in here. Hi, ET. How we doing? But we're trying our best. It's a tough time for you guys. I can only imagine what you guys are going through as seniors, especially as a lot of you guys are preparing for college and those kind of things. So,
Hey, ET.
Oh, what the hell?
hello. It's a new process we're trying to figure out. We're just reviewing the different things going on in class. The one thing I am going to do, this is all recorded. So we're going to post this onto Classroom. And you guys can go back and reference them whenever you need to. But make sure if you have people who aren't in here, let them know kind of what's going on. Why are you raising your hand, sir? Don't raise your hand. That's a new feature we're trying to figure out too. So it's another way for us to communicate. So we also just want to provide you an outlet in times of need. So if you need anything from myself, just shoot me an email. I know Mr. Pondo's available. All of us are here. Just reach out via email, Google Classroom, whatever you need to do, so we can kind of keep you guys moving in the right direction to the best as we can. Make sense? Anyone have any questions about anything? Sarah, you raised yours.
I also have a question.
Okay, cool.
I can't unmute.
Here,
Sarah,
let
you're
me.
muted. Turn your microphone on.
I think it's at the
Click the 3 dots.
it's at the bottom left.
It's crazy.
Yeah, what a world to live in. Let's see. I
Were you
tried
saying
unmuting you
probably
guys.
be at the Riverstone big building thing?
Say it
No,
again.
it's the Madrigals on 41. They have like an event like center.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not
Yeah,
at the Riverstone thing.
No. Yeah, check it out. I think it's Lion Entertainment. Again, that's not
Stallion.
official. What was that?
Stallion Entertainment or something like
What did
that.
I say? Lion, Stallion, close enough. But
Wait, prom moved?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you know how like the Senate removed the required minutes and days thing
yes.
to graduate? What does that mean? So obviously this is different, like the college class, but what does that mean for our other classes? Like, do we have to work to graduate?
That's a good
Wow,
question.
that's
So the last update
Yeah.
I got was teachers are preparing work packets. We have packets available for students to complete the work. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
that
stressing
entails
me out. There's a
specifically.
lot of stuff.
I know that's one of the topics that we're going to talk about in our meeting tomorrow. So what I can do as soon as I get more, I can push that information out to you guys on Google Classroom.
Grossman.
Because Marco sent like 50 Google Classrooms. Not
Yeah, she
actually,
sent a
just a lot.
ton.
And I really don't like that there's so many at once.
Yeah, I know. And so on that, I don't know, and correct me if she gave instructions or not. I think that's just going to be over the 3-week span. It's not that you have to get done.
But it stresses me out.
Yeah. So let me get back to you, and I'll ask that tomorrow at the meeting, and I'll push that out through Google Classroom. That's a good question. I'm writing it down right
Okay, thank you.
Grossman. Sarah said that she can't unmute herself because you muted her. Like
I
she said.
probably did on accident.
You can mute people? That's genius. I like this already.
There we go. I think you're
She's
good.
back.
So this is for 1 week right here.
Yeah.
Sarah, did you have a question?
You don't do more than that.
No, I was just trying to get your attention to unmute me.
Sorry. We got it. Cool.
My lady.
So I'm trying to think. I think we covered everything for the most part. Again, we'll resume class. We want to make sure you get your college credits. We want to get the requirements. Don't stress out too much. You know, we'll get it done regardless. We do have the 4-year paper. I did move that back to the 30th. If we need additional time, we can work that out. There's just a lot of planning, a lot of moving parts logistically that we don't know about yet. So, like I said, I put that an additional week, so you'll have a total of almost a month to get that done, and just work on it. Just make progress. And like I said, I'm not going to ding you for being late or anything like that, but we want to make sure we get it done. So that's an important part of this class and meeting the requirements specifically. So, cool. ET, your thing's working now. Cool. Anyone have any other questions about anything for the most part? If I don't know them, again, we're having meetings multiple times during the day, trying to figure everything out. If you have questions you want me to ask, please let me know.
What'd you say?
If we go back.
This kind of sucks.
They're talking about we could not even go back.
I have a question, Grossman.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is are other teachers going to start turning to Zoom or video chatting to just us?
I know this is only in the event that school gets locked down for a long period of time. So some teachers may use it. I think Zoom's going to be the one they go to for the most part. Again, I know it's kind of weird, like with communicating with your teacher this way. If you don't, obviously, we're all pretty cool with each other, but if we do Zoom, you don't have to use the camera feature. I'm sure most teachers won't either, but we want to make sure that we have everything intact and something in place for if we need to do it.
So what if you have terrible Wi-Fi and 10 people connected to this right now is really making my computer? So if this is a class-wide thing, all my classes, I'm not really gonna be able to do that very well.
Yeah, so with that, and I don't know if this answers it specifically, this is just kind of the free version. So if after our meeting tomorrow, if we decide that this might be a district thing, so it's not just us, we would get the paid version that provides additional support. Mine's a little slow as well, and I don't know if that affects it or if it's the Wi-Fi or if it's your Wi-Fi at your house. Worst case scenario, this is recorded, so it'll be posted for you. And if you have individual questions, you can email the teacher directly. I know it's more convenient because they're right there. Or A big thing is scheduling additional time to Zoom with the teacher one-on-one or in a small group. That might help with, everyone being on at once. But again,
Right, that would make sense. Because I
so
know
this is-
Lane's trying to do Google Hangout.
yeah,
What is
some
that?
it's the same concept, but it's through Google, specifically linked to Classroom and all that kind of stuff. I know another one is Screencastify, which pretty much just records, but it's automatically linked to Google Classroom. So some teachers might like that. It really just depends what the teacher's comfortable with and if they want to use something outside of what the district is using. So again, yesterday we're trying to, Mr. Wallace, our superintendent, came in and said, what are we going to do? What are we doing? And then myself, Piedra, Pondo, Osborne, we all sat in the conference room signing up for different stuff and trying things. And this has been the best option so far. So we'll see how it goes.
What's like the likelihood of us actually getting canceled like the year?
Honestly, I don't know. I personally didn't think it was going to happen, but when the governor came out yesterday, it's pretty serious and seeing what's going on even nearby. I know Tulare has been cracking down because they had a couple confirmed people. Just bottom line is it's just being safe. I mean, and I'm not a scientist, but the more people that go out, the easier it is to contract. And it's a stability thing. If everyone's out, someone's going to get sick, someone's not going to be sick. But if we space it out, it gives us a better chance for people to get healed and gives us more time to find vaccines and those kind of things. So one thing I can recommend, and it's just based on the news, try not to stress out too much. There's literally articles, conspiracy theorists. There's all these people coming up with different things. I try and focus just what on the president is saying or the governors are saying. That's the official
We don't know if I can.
official word
It's
for
not.
the most
It's
part.
all
Cool. Anyone have any concerns or other questions about anything?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys helping out and joining this. Again, this is going to be recorded. We're going to kind of use it as a tool moving forward if we need to. And again, if you guys need anything throughout, the 3 weeks we're out, hopefully it's just that. But if it ends up being longer, feel free to give me a call, email, Twitter, whatever you got, and we'll get you guys taken care of, all right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to figure out how to stop sharing. If you guys need anything, mess around with it. There's different features. You can have everyone. Someone's dog is going.
Whose dog is that?
It's Aurora's.
Let me see. Let's mute her. I don't know. Mess around with the features. I know one cool thing at the top, there's a gallery view. It will show everyone broadcasting for the most part. There we go. So just mess with it. Get comfortable with it. It's not official yet, but I think this is going to be the go-to for me. Cool?
I did not hear what you just said.
Oh, I said mess around with it. Try and get used to it. I'm thinking this is going to be the go-to for most teachers. But check out the features, and once we get the more upgraded one, I think it's going to be a little bit easier for everybody.
Oh, you can record it. Like if you're saying something, you can record it.
Yeah, exactly. You're being recorded right now. So again, yeah, it says it right there, recording. No one said it's dumb, so that's.
I did not consent to that.
Sue me.
I am
we're
a
not gonna be in
minor.
school anyway. Just kidding. All righty. Well, thank you guys again. If you need anything, holler. Okay.
Got it.
Dog.
Cool. See you guys.
Later.
Bye.